Welcome, everyone. It is so wonderful to be with you today on this beautiful Saturday morning. It is a gorgeous day here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I would just like to make sure that everyone can hear me okay. The sound is good. And if you are on the Zoom room with me right now, I'm doing this in Clubhouse as well. So obviously that's audio only, and we're on Zoom. Just want to make sure that you can hear me okay and you can see the presentation just fine as well. Just give me a little comment in the chat box. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. All right, welcome. Yes, Selena, I already made you co-host, so that's already done. Okay, all good, wonderful. Okay, guys, well, we are here for the 10 reasons why entrepreneurs fail. And prior to starting, we had a number of people that were already here on the call, and I asked them, like, what was your reason for being here? Now, I suspect that many people chose to be here for the reason that they don't want to fail. That would be a very good reason. Or perhaps another reason is that they have a business or may have started a business, but it's not going as well as they would love. And therefore, they have a desire to create greater success. And so this special session was designed to really help you understand how people do get in their own way. But before we get into the 10 reasons why, I want to ask you a question, and I'm really looking for you to, if you're on the Zoom call with me right now, I would love for you to type in the chat box the answer to this question. Do you have a genuine desire to improve your results? Type in whether you do have a genuine desire. This is a simple yes or no answer. Do you have a genuine desire to improve your results? Now, the reason why I ask that is because if you don't have the desire, then there's no sense in even listening any further. Because what I've designed here is this webinar is really an awareness exercise to give you the awareness, to help you understand how you get in your own way, how people block their success, and more importantly, how to get out of the way. Also, what I'm going to guide you through is I'm going to give you some understandings on how we can help you, myself and the people in my business. So we're going to talk about that as well. So my second question is, and thank you, by the way, for answering the question. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. But my second question is, would you really, really, really love to have success as an entrepreneur? Is that something that you would really love? Have you made that decision that you'd love to have that? Again, a simple yes or no answer would do. You can just type it in the little chat box there on the right-hand side. Yes. Okay, good. That's the right answer, right? You're in the right place. Okay, good stuff. All right. So what would it be worth to you to succeed? What would it mean for your life? How would it positively impact your life? I really want you to take a moment to think about that, to think about what is it worth to you to succeed? You see, I believe one of the reasons why people do succeed is they have a reason. They've attached a why to why they're doing what they're doing. It's not a right or wrong answer. The answer could be that you love helping people, that you're in love with helping people, or it could be an answer that you would just really love to do what you want to do. You want to have a career that's completely fulfilling and enjoyable and financially rewarding as well. Maybe that's what your reason is. So what is it worth to you to be a success as an entrepreneur? All right, Christine says to inspire people and help me live my dreams. Rasha says freedom and affirming my belief in myself. Tammy, financial freedom and the ability to help myself and others. Debbie, financial freedom. Neil, proof that I'm an all-empowering creator, that I believe in me. Lois, to serve. Bettina, to support my family. Mark, living on purpose, bringing joy. Sandy, financial freedom, helping others through your success. I love that. Okay, great, great. These are great answers. Patricia, to peace of mind, I saw on here too. Being in the forefront of development, says Key. I like that. That's great. Samantha, make a difference in this world. Living life, doing the job I love. Ease suffering globally. I love that, Carmen. That's beautiful, worthy desire. Financial freedom, that's my desire. Okay, great. Provide a big, lovely feat in the world. Financial freedom, helping others achieve financial freedom, helping others and getting paid, completing my dreams, serving my community. Oh, this is great. You guys are pouring in with the answers, finding my place in the world, serving others to move them forward in quantum leaps. Well, Anne Marie, I'm with you on that. That's exactly why I'm here. The energy is electrifying, you guys. This is amazing. I love it. Be able to give more, says Sandra. Good. Boom. Living full flow. I love this. This is great. Okay, guys, I really want you to stay in that energy. Now we're going to shift gears. I'm absolutely going to walk you through 10 reasons, top 10 reasons why entrepreneurs fail. But while I'm doing this, I want you to understand I can help you with each and every one of these areas. Now, you may find that as I'm going through this, there may be one particular area that you can really resonate with if you're honest, and you may find that there are other areas that also you're impacted by. In other words, you may find that there's 10 reasons that I'm going to go through. You may find that there's 3 of them that you're really resonating with. So let's dive into what are those top 10 reasons. And I'm also going to give you the anecdote. I'm going to help you understand what's necessary in order for you to create success unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Would you love that? Type in the chat screen. Would you love to have success unlike anything you've ever experienced before? In other words, have 2021 be your quantum leap year. Let's see what we're getting in the chat box now. Definitely, most definitely, absolutely. Okay, good stuff. All right. Now I'm hearing and I'm seeing that we've got a whole bunch of committed individuals here. So this is great. You are absolutely in the right place. Reason number 1, why entrepreneurs fail: no commitment to success. Now, what I'm hearing from you, if I'm hearing it correctly or reading in your responses, is that you are committed to success. But I know from being an entrepreneur myself, I've been running my business now for 26 plus years. I'm in my 27th year now. That if I was never committed to my success, this to me was like something I wouldn't even given a second thought to. I incorporated my company to win, to succeed. I remember one time Tiger Woods was being interviewed. He was at a golf tournament and he was going through some health challenges with his back and his knees and things like that. And he wasn't expected to win. And he was asked in an interview, it may have been on the second day of the tournament, he was asked in the interview, what he was hoping for. Is he happy with how he's playing? And he responded and he said, I came here to win. That is his only option. That's the reason why he showed up, is to win. And I believe everyone can learn from that. Every day you should be showing up to win. And if not, start to declare, I show up every day to win. That is your intention. That is your commitment. You've decided that you're winning. Like, I didn't incorporate my company to have it fail in a year or 5 or 7 or whatever the statistics were, because in all sincerity, there were plenty of people who were sharing with me why it wasn't going to work, why most businesses fail within a certain period of time. And I decided I'm not listening to that. I'm absolutely committed to success in my business. I'm just as committed I am today to what it was over 26 years ago today. And so I want to invite you to be committed to success. Now, you're demonstrating that right now. How are you demonstrating it? You're demonstrating it right now by being here in this webinar, by participating, by answering these questions. And if you have a pen and a paper in your hand, by taking notes as well. And then you demonstrate your commitment to success by taking it even further. And I'll show you how we can do that at the end of this webinar. Reason number 2, focused on getting and not giving. Now, I suspect from the answers that I saw when I asked you what your reason why is, that many of you, if not all of you, are all focused on giving. But the truth is, there are entrepreneurs out there in the world that aren't focused on what they can give and how they can contribute and how they can make a positive difference in the world. Other entrepreneurs are out there with their hands out. What's in it for me is what they're asking themselves. And this is not a recipe for success. As a matter of fact, that kind of selfish thinking will have you not only not creating the results that you want, but have you probably feeling quite miserable. You see, we succeed when we focus on a number of things, but one of those things is how will we give? How will we give more today than we've ever given before? Now, just think about it. How will you give? And you know something, when you're in business, you will very likely be doing things, working on things, creating content, traveling, whatever it is that you're doing without any idea of a potential return. But you know what I found? Those are the people that succeed. You see, I remember one time flying to an event and someone asked me, I flew to this event. I paid my own dime to get there. I paid for my own expenses and I was there to speak. I was not being paid to speak at this event. And someone asked me, what did they pay you to be here? And I was kind of surprised by the question, but I just understood that they didn't understand why anyone would fly across the world or fly to another country and give up their time, their knowledge, their understanding, and do so selflessly. That's the way entrepreneurs are. I do that all the time. We're doing it right now. You guys haven't paid me for this webinar. It's Saturday. I'm sitting here in my office on a Saturday afternoon wearing a suit. Now, I know there's a lot of other people that are doing different things on a Saturday afternoon, not wearing a suit, relaxing, maybe watching something that's numbing their mind. Who knows? But you got to be focused on giving in business as an entrepreneur. And if you really want to succeed, you want to give more than anyone else. You want to over deliver. Why? Because you create raving fans. And that's what you want in the world. You want raving fans. Why do you want raving fans? Because they're going to help you and your business grow. They're going to tell other people about you when you're in the spirit of giving. You know, for 42 years now, I have been studying personal development and passionately studying personal development. Some of you haven't even been on the earth 42 years, but I was very fortunate to meet the wonderful Bob Proctor 42 years ago in January of 1979. And I made a decision that day because Bob had said this. Bob Proctor had said this: if you want your life to change, you must change. And that is the truth. And I remember when he said those words and I thought to myself, well, wait a minute, isn't it my parents' fault that my life was miserable? Isn't it my employer's fault? Isn't it my older brother's fault? I was blaming everybody and everything on why my results weren't happening. I was not taking responsibility for my misery. And when I decided that I wanted to change my life, I made a decision to change my life. And I knew then that it would be an investment, and an investment that would last for the rest of my life. And I have been investing in programs and studying for 42 years, and I will do that until the day I die. Now, why? Because things get better and better and better. You see, nothing stays the same in this world. Nothing. Businesses don't stay the same. They're either getting better or they're getting worse. But they don't just get better by accident. They get better when you're on purpose. You see, it was Napoleon Hill and Earl Nightingale and Bob Proctor that really taught me this understanding that you got to be focused on the giving, not the getting. Every entrepreneur who's focused on the giving and not the getting has a greater chance to succeed. Now, I just said have a greater chance. It's not necessarily guaranteed because, as you're going to hear in this presentation, there's a lot of aspects or elements to success that you really need to understand. All right. Reason number 3, unwilling to invest in themselves or their business. Like sometimes people will ask me this question, like, Peggy, how much have you invested in personal and professional development over the years? I have no idea, nor have I tracked it. Nor do I have any desire to track it because of this. I know that as a result of being a serious student and applying what I know, that my results continue to get better and better. This is the reason why I have earned and earning millions of dollars for these reasons. So as I said, like in January 1979, I went to a Bob Proctor seminar. At the end of that seminar, everyone in the room was given an invitation to work with Bob further. I didn't think a second thought about it. I raced to the back of the room to sign up for the next series of seminars because I knew that I didn't have the understanding instilled in me, so much so that it was part of my DNA. I knew that Bob Proctor knew a heck of a lot more than I did on success. And I decided I wanted to learn from him. You've got to be willing to invest, not only in yourself, but in business as well, learning strategies for you to be successful and for you to run your business. And as an entrepreneur, you're the engine, you're it. Like, and if you're not working on yourself and you're just thinking that some miraculous thing is going to happen where the business is going to take off, but you haven't worked on yourself, good luck. Now, I say good luck with a smile on my face because luck has nothing to do with any of this. Luck has nothing to do with success. We create our own luck. We're the ones that are in charge of our luck, right? So you got to decide, are you willing to invest in yourself and in your business? Because every successful entrepreneur has done precisely that. So are you? Are you willing to invest in yourself and your business? Now we're talking about money, time, energy, effort, those kinds of investments. Those are the types of investments, because unlike the image that you're looking at, if you're watching this on the Zoom call that we're on right now, I don't want to have you feeling like you're pushing a giant boulder up a hill. What I would love for you to experience is that this is easy for you, that success becomes easy for you. It's like what Napoleon Hill said in the essay that he wrote about the big money. Here's what Napoleon Hill said. He said, when money comes to you in quantities known as the big money, it flows to the one who accumulates it as easily as water flows downhill. There exists a great unseen stream of power which may be compared to a river, except that one side flows in one direction, carrying all who get into that side of the stream onward and upward to wealth, and the other side flows in the opposite direction, carrying all who are unfortunate enough to get into it and not able to extricate themselves from it, downward to misery and poverty. But it's not an unfortunate thing. Everyone has the opportunity to get into the side of the flow in the stream. So I have to ask you this question. Is that what you would love? Would you love to be on the side where it flows downhill, where it's easy for you? Type in the chat box if that's what you would love. I would love to know if that's what you would love. If you'd love for it to be easy, if you'd love for it to flow. Now, I can't imagine why anyone would not want it that way, right? Of course, yes, be in the flow, says Key. Yes, Casey, downstream. Yes, that's what I want, says Debbie. All right, I'd love for success to be easy and flow. Excellent. I'm tired of difficulty. Damn, yes, Tammy, I get that. Anyone else tired of it being difficult? I get that. And you know where you're at? If you're tired of it being difficult, if you're tired of not getting the results that you want, you're in a great place. Yes, you heard that right. You are in a great place. Where are you? You're in a place called dissatisfaction. Bertrand just said, yes, tired of the difficulty. Yes, you're in a place called dissatisfaction. That's a great place to be because it'll inspire you to do something about it and do something about it now, because you know what? Now's the time. You know what? This clock is just going to keep turning and turning and turning. I just happened to notice it was like 12:18. 18 minutes just went by, bam, like that. You know, I was thinking about it last night. I'm 62 years young. And I was thinking about how many more years do I have on this earthly plane? We don't know. We don't know. It doesn't even matter how old you are. You don't know how many years you have. But you know what I do know? This is not a dress rehearsal. This is it, baby. This is it. And if you're here, it's time. It's time for you to make some decisions that are going to take your results to a whole new level. 2021, your year, baby. You're here for a reason. And I want to help you. All right, let's get through these 10. I'm going to talk to you about how I can help you. Here's another biggie. Reason number 4, not willing to take risks. You know, I was chatting with my good friend and mentor, Bob Proctor, the other day. And I was telling you about a plan that I have. One of the things that I'm doing, and you may or may not know about this, but I'm planning to give away the Kindle version of my 19th book called Savvy Wisdom. And so for 5 straight days, we're going to give away this book, give it away. The goal, 100,000 copies. Now, what I'm also doing is I'm paying for ads to give away the book. And I remember chatting with Bob about it. Now, Bob is absolutely in love with Savvy Wisdom, unlike any other book I've ever seen before. And so when I was sharing with him the plans of what we as my team, what we're all doing to take Savvy Wisdom to a whole new level, he said, I love that you're betting on yourself. You see, I'm making an investment. Do I have any idea of the return? No. But you know what? That's the risk. And entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, are willing to take risks. And they're willing to take risks where they have no guarantee of any kind of or specific result. But the benefits far outweigh the risks. And I know in my own business, as I mentioned, I'm in my 27th year of business. In my own business, I've done things, I've invested money. It didn't return, not always, but for the most part, I think it's important to know what types of risks to take that are more likely going to get you the right results. Now, what kinds of risks? Even investing in yourself can be to some degree a risk. Why? Because you could take the program and do nothing with it, but not my program, because I'm going to encourage you to get and be accountable. So not willing to take risks is reason number 4. Simple idea. And when I'm talking about risks, I'm talking about doing things you've never done before, investing money you've never invested before. Starting the business to some degree is a risk. I started my business in 1994. That was a risk to some degree. And then getting out there in the world, it can be scary. You know, I work with lots of entrepreneurs and have for many, many years, teaching them either how to build their business online, offline. I work with authors as well. And quite often I come upon individuals who have beliefs that nobody would want what they have, or who would want my program, or why would I write a book? Who would want to read what I write? And what if I write that, or what if I create that program, or what if I create that website or that product and people don't like it? It's a risk. It's a risk you're going to take. Now, some of them can be calculated, but some are not. Not all risks are calculated, but there's definitely risks involved in creating success. Let's look at number 5. This is one of my favorites, actually. And the reason why I call it one of my favorites is because so many people do this. I would say the majority of entrepreneurs are doing this. What's reason number 5? Looking at present results and staying emotionally involved. In other words, the entrepreneur is looking at their bank account, they're looking at their sales report, and they're getting emotionally involved in it because it's not what they want. Now, if I asked you, raise your hand if you've ever had that experience, or maybe you're having that experience right now, let me know. Just type in the chat box. Is this an experience that you're currently having? You're looking at Aurea says that's me. I love the honesty. Okay, I saw someone raised your hand. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. This is just honesty. You know, it is important to really be honest with yourself, not so that you can get upset at yourself. Thank you, Brent, for raising your hand. I saw that as well. Not so that you can get upset. The idea behind asking this question is so that you can just be aware. Because how can you fix something if you're not aware of it? You know, if your car's not running properly, you want to fix it, right? You want to fix it. Current results is only feedback. I love that, Stacy. Good attitude. Vladdy says getting better and better every day. Yeah, savvy is Bob. Monica, you're absolutely right. Savvy is Bob. Sophie is Peggy. Meditation has taught me to watch it from a neutral place. Okay, Keith, thank you. All right. Yes. So when I ask you this question, if you've been doing this, if you've been looking at your present results and staying emotionally involved in it, the only reason why I'm asking you that is so that you have the awareness, right? You want to have that awareness, because if that's what's happening for you, this could be one of the kinks in your hose. This could be one of the reasons why you're being held back. You got to stop that, right? You got to stop looking at your present results and getting emotionally involved in it. Now, what do you want to do as the antidote? We're going to talk about that in a minute because I can help you with all of these things and more. Here's another one, a wonderful one. Reason number 6, you seek advice and then you do nothing with it. Maybe you're on YouTube and looking at videos, or you're watching this and you're hearing me making some suggestions and inviting you to invest in yourself, and then you do nothing with it. Now that's, an interesting situation. I'm not going to judge it. It just is. And I know there are people out there, and I'm going to raise my hand with those people too, because I have invested in programs where I didn't go through the materials for whatever reason. That's the past. It's in the past, but I've done that. And not once. I've done it on a number of occasions. And I suspect some of you have done that too. I know it can be very popular that people take courses, they sign up for courses, they're online, they go through the first part of it, and they never finish. So that could be another one. Reason number 6, let's extend that a little bit. Start a project, but then don't finish it. Don't do anything. Or they hit a roadblock and then boom, go the other way. Or something happens and they just get discouraged. You know something? Obstacles are just a part of success. When you see them, go, heck yeah. I see you. I'm going through you, over you, under you, around you, whatever it takes. And that's the attitude of an entrepreneur. Whatever it takes. Now, I like to add this, whatever it takes, as long as it's legal, moral, and ethical. You want to be doing things that are legal, moral, and ethical, and honest as well. All right. Let's look at reason number 7. Completely undisciplined, no good habits, no accountability, no tracking, not accomplishment oriented. Now, this has got to be very, very popular with many people. Many people. And you know what? If you really look at the results in the world, we talk about the top 1% income earners. Now, these top 1% income earners, where I'm a part of, I've been in the 1% club for many, many years now, are people that are doing things that unsuccessful people are not willing to do. But I teach this. This is a really big part of a very intense program that I have called Skipping Levels. I'm going to talk to you about it in a little bit. How to get disciplined, how to create new habits, powerful habits, where you're almost like there's an auto mechanism involved. Your brain is a servo mechanism that when you get locked on a target, that you will hit it, provided you're disciplined, provided you keep moving in the direction of your goals. Now, I have found that when you get into what I love to call accomplishment mode, there's nothing that you cannot do. And this is, as Bob Proctor says, almost an insurance policy for success. So what's the insurance policy for success? To understand what you need to be doing, what you should be doing every single day, and how, so that you're creating greater sense of ease, so that you're in the flow, as I shared with you earlier, of the money, known as the big money. It's flowing easily as water flows downhill. It's just getting out of those habits. The great challenge that many people have is that they're habitual. We're all habitual. They're already in certain habits. You got to break patterns. You got to break habits. You got to establish new habits. What are those habits? The habits for success. Reason number 8, goals. Either an entrepreneur doesn't have any goals, or they have inadequate goals or inaccurate goals, the wrong goals. Maybe somebody else told them to write a goal, or they have a goal that they don't believe they're ever going to accomplish, and therefore they continue to sabotage their results. Now, what kinds of goals would you have in a business? Well, as a business owner, I would suggest you have a revenue goal and a profitability goal, like a profit margin. What would you love for your profit margin? Because if a business is not earning profit, it will quickly be out of business, right? So I would suggest that if you're going to set a goal for your business, set a goal for the revenue, the kinds of revenue you'd love to generate, the profit margin that you would love to experience, and also take into consideration your income. This is something else I've noticed from working with entrepreneurs over the last 20 years is that they don't pay themselves. They pay other people first, or they pay their expenses, but they don't pay themselves. You're the lead. You're the reason for the business. You should definitely pay yourself, and you should pay yourself handsomely because you're worth it, because you deserve it, because you're earning it. So set some goals. Now, the goals could be goals for the type of clients that you want to attract or the number of sales that you'd love to have. You could set some goals like that if you want, or allow the universe to provide the way. So as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, I set goals for my business, but I don't tell the universe how it's all going to happen. I don't say it's going to come from this many copies of that book in this language or this program here or whatever. I just let the universe unfold the way. But I do get into descriptions of how the business is and how it flows and the wonderful people that I'm blessed to serve with. So reason number 8, no goals, inaccurate goals, or wrong goals. Reason number 9, this one is similar to a previous one or a couple of the previous ones, but reason number 9 is no mentor, no guidance, flying by the seat of their pants. My mentor is Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor has been my mentor since 1979, and I trust him. He produces great results. He understands how success works. Now, he's not my only mentor. I have other mentors. Now, they've passed on from this earthly plane, but they're still mentors. I still seek their guidance all the time, and I'll find them in different ways. I'll find them in programs. I'll find them in books. I'll find them with knowledge that they've left behind. Now, I've also noticed that some entrepreneurs just get out there, they're very passionate, they love their idea, and they're flying by the seat of their pants. In other words, they've got no strategy, they don't have any direction, they're not focused on their goals every day, doing things that are taking them in the right direction. They're just going this way and that way and the other way. Now, I can understand that from a person who actually does have ADD, attention deficit disorder. I don't consider that a negative thing, though. I do have the ability to focus, absolutely, but I'll find sometimes my mind's wandering in many different directions. And that's okay. It's just important to bring it back and get your focus and not try and go in multiple directions at the same time. Just create a greater sense of focus. And reason number 10, impatience. No understanding of the law of gestation. You see, when you are an entrepreneur and you really are doing the things that have you on the trajectory for success, have you aligned with success, and you really believe you're doing all those things, it's simply a matter of time. Now, the time can be a challenge because most people want it. And when do they want it? Now, right? They want it now. I want it now. Understand that. I totally understand that. But here's how it works. You must feel as if your success, the success of your business, is already here now before it will ever come to you. Now, that is one of the most profound and valuable ideas you will ever hear. You've got to know it's here now. You've got to imagine, using your imagination, which everyone has, you've got to imagine that you're already the success that you desire to be. And I know that's what you want. Now, as I said, when we're walking through those 10 things, you may be able to resonate with one of them, several of them, all of them maybe. But either way, it could be the missing puzzle piece that's keeping you from experiencing the success that you long for, that you desire. And you know what? That every one of you that's either on here live right now or watching the replay or accessing this information at a later date, every single one of you is destined for greatness. You're here, you're breathing, you're alive, you're destined for greatness. So if you're thinking, oh, that's fine for you, Peggy, you have blah, blah, blah. Listen, I was raised a very poor family. I'll show in a moment the home that I was raised in. My father was a janitor. My mother worked in a factory. They were not entrepreneurs. They weren't saying to me, go, Peggy, you can do anything you set your mind to. If anything, they were saying the opposite. It was a struggle when I started. It was a real struggle. But when I started to put the pieces together, and the only reason why I even had the pieces to put together was because of the extensive study that I have been involved in for 42 years. I wouldn't even have those pieces if I hadn't invested in myself. So I think you're getting that idea behind that, right? So the antidote is the following: get out of your own way and join the ranks of the successful entrepreneurs that are already out there making things happen. Joining the 1% income earners, doing, as you said in the beginning of this call, doing work that you absolutely love. That's meaningful. That's rewarding. That's completely enjoyable. That's what you want to do. So are you guys ready to join the ranks of the successful entrepreneurs? Perhaps be in the 1% club? Type in the chat box. Are you ready for that? Is that something that you would love? Okay. Key's ready. Valerie's ready. Diane's ready. Char's ready. Rhonda's ready. Oh my God, look at them. It's flashing by so fast. I can't even see all the names here. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, good. Boom. Yes. Ready, Laurette says. Okay, good. I'm going to share with you how you can join the ranks, how I can help you get there. Oh, wonderful. I love your enthusiasm. Now let's look at some thought-provoking questions before we go any further. Now, if money wasn't an obstacle for you, how many vacations a year would you take? Now we're going to assume it's at the point when we can all travel. It's safe to travel. If money wasn't a concern, okay? It's not a concern whatsoever. How many vacations a year would you take? Now, I would like to think that the number of vacations you're going to take are going to also be quality vacations, classy vacations, 5-star, 6-star resorts, perhaps flying in a private jet. All right, look at the answers here. Great. 7 to 8, 6 to 10, 4, 6, at least 4, 2 to 3, 10 to 12. Beautiful. 6, 4, love it. Okay. Well, you could have whatever you want. You could have as many vacations as you want. This is just a question to open up your consciousness, to think more expansively. I want you to think about how your life would be were you the successful entrepreneur that you desire to be. Think about that. Now, how would you love to eliminate any money challenges and earn the kind of money that the 1% income earners earn? How would you love that? Or would you love that? I suspect you would. You're all saying that you would. Absolutely. Now, I've got some samples of some people. Like, I can talk today about all the success in the world, but I've helped many other people be successful as well. For example, Karen, I started working with. She was a struggling single mom when I met her, and now she's a millionaire. Now, she sent me that in 2020, but now she's a millionaire. That didn't happen by accident. I'm not going to take credit for that. Karen followed through. And that's the thing. If it is to be, it is up to me, is what you should be saying. If it is to be, it's up to me. But you need the guidance. Karen got the guidance. Dr. Vidya, another beautiful woman, an incredible woman that I was blessed to serve. She said I helped her create freedom for herself and her family and those she serves with her beautiful spirit. I love that. Now, how important is family to you? I want to talk about my family in a moment. Dean Graziosi, you may even know of Dean. Dean is a wonderfully successful gentleman, has many books, been on the New York Times bestseller list. By the time I met Dean, he had already earned or generated $100 million in revenue. He came to me for help. And as you see on the screen here, he said, she is a nonstop idea creating, revenue generating machine. I highly recommend her. And I'm only sharing that with you because I know I can help you. You came here for a reason, and I feel obligated to help you because life is not meant to be a struggle. It is really not meant to be a struggle. You're meant to live an incredible life, an abundant life, and you deserve that. There's an abundance of prosperity in the world. I want you to recognize that, tap into that, regardless of where you came from or regardless of how you're living your life now. So if you're looking at the screen, you're going to see a picture of a home that I was raised in. This is my childhood home. I took this from Google Earth, and the home still stands. Interestingly enough, it's 20 feet by 20 feet by 30 feet. It's 600 square feet. 6 of us lived in that home. I shared a bedroom with my 2 brothers and my sister. I was the youngest of 4. And that bedroom that we had was as big as my walk-in closet. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure my walk-in closet is bigger than the bedroom that I had there. I think my bedroom and walk-in closet are bigger than the house that I was raised on. I'm not saying that to impress you. I just want you to understand how you can go from nothing to creating an incredible life. This is one of the houses that I bought over the last few years, which is just under 10,000 square feet. But the truth is, your success is absolutely guaranteed. My success is absolutely guaranteed. Everyone's success is absolutely guaranteed when we get out of our own way. And that's the truth. You've got to get out of your own way. Your phenomenal success, your abundant future, your solid business is absolutely waiting for you. But you've got to make some choices every day on whether you're going to get on that road to success and stay there, disciplining yourself, because there's no more effort required. Napoleon Hill said this in Think and Grow Rich. This is my absolute favorite quote of Napoleon Hill. He said, there is no more effort required to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity than there is to accept misery and poverty. So if you're fed up, you're dissatisfied with the misery and poverty, or you're dissatisfied with the results, the great news, and you should really hear this, is that there's no more effort required. But the truth is, you're getting up every day. You woke up today and you're either creating or you're destroying. Nothing stays the same. So if that's true, then you want to be on the side of putting your effort into the initiatives that are only going to create for you the abundance and the prosperity that you so richly deserve and that you desire. So here's my family. This is really my reason for being. It's my husband, Denis, my daughter-in-law, Kayla, my grandson, James, and my son, Michelle. And Kayla is pregnant with our granddaughter, who will be blessed and showing us her presence very soon. But this is really a big part of what drives me. And I wanted to share that with you because I want to know what drives you. There's a reason for why you're doing what you're doing. Yes, we talked about the positive difference you can make in your life, but you know who else you can positively influence? Those that you love, those around you. I love how the work that I do helps people in this world. I love that I can share in their success as well, as we did a moment ago with Dean and Dr. Vidya and with Karen and so many others that I've been blessed to serve. And it positively benefits my family as well. And that is a real blessing. So if you'd love to finally thrive, I want to help you get there. I'm very serious about this. I'm certain you can tell just how serious I am. But if you think that you can be a successful entrepreneur without the guidance, without clearly defined vision or goal, without the proper disciplines every single day, without creating the new paradigms, or without you being able to see or feel your desired results, it's going to be infinitely harder if you don't have the guidance that you need. Infinitely harder. The possibilities there, the opportunities there, it's time. It's time. I work with a gentleman named Tom who sent me a message, and he said after he applied what I was teaching him, he multiplied his income 10 times. Just think about that for a moment. What would that mean to you, your life, your family, your business, if you multiplied your income 10 times? So what would you love? What would you really love to create? What would you love to experience in your life? Really think about that. Think about what's possible for you, because it's time. I really believe it's time. But there's a wide difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you will only do it when it's convenient. But when you're committed to doing something, you accept no excuses, only results. Now, you've been with me here for 44 minutes. I said to you this would be a 45-minute webinar. Now, I want to know, are you committed? Type in the chat box, are you committed to your success? Are you committed to your success? Deb says yes. Rhonda says yes. Monica says yes. Bertrand, Tammy, Valerie, Patricia, Madeline, Carmen. Woo, the twins. Eva. All right, Lucia, Jamie, Emil, Shelley, Sabine. I'm just seeing them as they're going by. Michael, Stephanie. Excellent. Okay, Jonna, Debbie, Shar. Beautiful. Okay. Good. Stacy, I love it. I love your commitment to success. Well, I can help you. I helped Jane take her $1.5 million in debt to creating a consistent 7-figure business. And she did this in a relatively short period of time. So how can I help you? How can we help you? We can help you with skipping levels. This is a prosperity mentorship program. It's a 6-month program with huge access to me, but you have a choice to join us, or you can make it hard. You can take the hard way, or you can join us and have it be easy, because I'm going to show you how to be easy. I'm the author of a book called Darn Easy. So are you ready for your quantum leap? Well, we'd love to serve you. All you need to do is head on over to skippinglevels.com. Now, as Napoleon Hill said, successful people make decisions quickly. Now, I'm ready to serve you. I'm ready to help you, but you have to be ready to take the next step. Now, at Skipping Levels, you'll see what the program is all about. It's a 6-month mentorship program where you'll have access to my highest training. You'll have access to me once a week for the 6 months. We're going to do a 2-day virtual live event. You're going to receive messages as well, teachings, short video teachings twice a week. You're going to get daily messages to keep you inspired. It's a very serious program for those who really want to experience a quantum leap. And if you're not sure if it's the right fit for you, we'll give you an opportunity to talk to one of our enrollment advisors. But I recommend, you have been with me now for the last 45 minutes. You've demonstrated that you're ready. You're ready for success. And I'm ready to take you by the hand and show you the way. So it's up to you now. Head over to skippinglevels.com and I'm going to see you there. All right. But you've already demonstrated to me that success is something that you desire to experience in your life. And I'm ready to help you. So head on over. We want to help you take your results to a whole new level. 2021 could be your year for amazing results. Okay, everyone, I want to thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to serve you. I look forward to serving you even further. Head on over and you can join us in Skipping Levels. All right, everyone, I wish you a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you all again real soon. Okay, bye-bye for now.